Annually, the Global Firepower ranks countries of the world based on the military strength and firepower. And this is done in a way that a smaller country with good military intelligence and technology competes favorably well with a highly populated country with lots of great foot soldiers, while landlocked countries are not penalized for lack of an active navy. Please watch to the end and remember to subscribe, like and share. Also, remember to click the notification button. So, let us begin. Number 1. Egypt. Egypt's military strength is number 13th globally for the year 2021 out of 139 countries. The state leads in the broader African continent with unfailing troops. The fact that Egypt has an estimated population of 104 million and over 920,000 army members confirms its defensiveness. The total strength of the former is 1,053 aircraft, while that of the latter is 316 assets. The breakdown for the Air Force is 250 fighter jets, 88 dedicated attack jets, 59 transport jets, 341 jet trainers, 11 special jet trainers, 304 helicopters, and 91 attack helicopters. The breakdown for the Naval Force is 9 frigates, 7 corvettes, 8 submarines, 50 offshore patrol vessels, 23 mine warfare systems, and 2 helicopter carriers. Even better, this nation has a power index of 0.1872. Number 2. Algeria. Algeria is ranked 27 of 140 out of the countries considered for the annual Global Firepower Review. The Algerian Air Force has 528 aircraft, including 97 fighters, 107 attack planes, 280 helicopters, and 46 attack helicopters. This northern African state has a good population-military ratio of about 0.7%. Its band of 280,000 military members demonstrates power and tact in military operations. Its power index is estimated at 0.4659. With the active frontline personnel of and the nation's budgetary allocation for the national defense, estimated at $10.5 billion, the Algerian military force ranking according to GFP is rated as a formidable force, being strongest in Africa militia force. Number 3. South Africa. South Africa is ranked number 18 globally. The Rainbow Nation comes third and immediately after Algeria with a strong army of national defenders. Cruising the latest war aircraft and well-equipped technology-driven naval vessels, with an estimated budgetary defense allocation of about $5 billion with over 81,000 active military personnel, and 17,000 in their reserve personnel, 191 armor tanks, 213 warcraft, and 30 naval strength, which make the GFP consider them as the third most powerful military in Africa 2021. It has a power index of 0.4985. Number 4. Nigeria. Ranked number 42 globally, perhaps you have already heard about the legacy of the Nigerian military and the excellent training that members receive. Nigeria military force is ranked fourth most powerful military force in Africa, despite the political and leadership fluctuations and non-continuity, corruption, and lack of sophisticated gadgets to combat insurgency and terrorism in the country. Nigeria boost of military strength encompassing close to 1,400 armored vehicles, over 350 armored tanks, 6,000 logistical vehicles, 300 warcraft, 25 high-powered naval vessels, with an estimated budgetary defense allocation of about $2.4 billion, which makes her ranked fourth best military in Africa. The country has over 120,000 military personnel protecting over 210,450,000 inhabitants. A military ratio of 0.1% is pretty much reasonable for a country with such a staggering population. The latest Nigerian Power Index stands at 0.6485. Number 5. Morocco. Ranked number 56 globally is Morocco. At the far right and upper corner of the continent is Morocco, with a good reputation of organized troops. Morocco is the fifth strongest military force in Africa, with the active personnel of 195,800 and an annual budgetary defense of $3.4 billion. The weaponry commands 1,348 armored tanks and 323 warcraft, making him the 61st best military in the world. The country has a power index of 0.8408, 34 million residents, and 500,000 military members. These stats pull their military ratio to about 1.5%. Number 6. Ethiopia. To the west of Somalia and north of Kenya is Ethiopia. It is ranked number 60 worldwide. Other than having beautiful women, the country stands out as the only one that overcame colonial invaders, thanks to its strong military. The number 6th strongest military force in the continent, Ethiopia, boast of an annual budgetary defense of $340 million, 140,000 ground forces personnel, 3,300 Air Force personnel, 550 armored tanks, and 85 warcraft. Ethiopia has more than 162,000 perfectly trained armed men with a power index of 0.8581. Number 7. Angola. Angola military has been doing well for years now. Recent findings reveal that there are over 107,000 military members and 100,000 paramilitary service members. Based on their weaponry, Angola is proud of 140 armored tanks and 270 warcraft, making them ranked 7th best military personnel and the most extensive air forces personnel in Africa and 58 globally. Based on the alliance the Angolan government have with the Russian, most of their weaponry is procured mostly from the Soviet Union, acquired back in the 80s during prevalent civil war ravaging predominantly African countries and neighborhood. In a nation with 33 million citizens, the Angola Power Index is now at 0.8379. Number 8. Libya. Libya is ranked number 70 in the world. In 2011, Libya's National Army and Air Force were disbanded at the end of the civil war but re-established in 2012. However, by 2015 the military had split into two factions: the self-styled Libyan National Army and the UN-backed Government of National Accord. Despite this, Libya is still a force to reckon with in Africa. The total number of its troops is 50,000 including 25,000 conscripts. Main battle tanks 2,205, including 180 T-90S and 200 T-62, reconnaissance vehicles 120. Armored infantry fighting vehicles 1,000, armored personnel carriers 945, artillery pieces 2,421, including 444 self-propelled, 647 towed. Mortars 500. Air defense surface-to-air missiles, at least 424. Number 9. Tunisia. Tunisia is ranked 73 of 140 out of the countries considered for the annual GFP review. The Tunisian Armed Forces is composed of 3 mechanized brigades, 1 Saharan Territorial Group, 1 Special Forces Group, and 1 military police regiment. They have contributed to peacekeeping missions, including during the Rwandan genocide, and were forced into border clashes with Libyan rebels in 2011 during their civil war. They hold 900 armored fighting vehicles, 350 tanks, a manpower of over 5 million, 139 pieces of aircraft and a total naval strength of 50. It holds a power index score of 1.4134. Number 10. Sudan. Ranked number 77 in the world, in position 10 is Sudan. The civil war-prone nation commands some level of command with regards to being one of the top 10 best and powerful military in Africa. Despite its internal instability, Sudan's annual budgetary defense is of an estimate of $595 million, with over 24,000 active frontline military personnel and a large chunk of weaponry in their arsenal. Annual GFP review places Sudan in the 76th position against 138 others considered in the ranking. Sudan has a power index rating of 1.3017, which is impressive.